and welcome to the first daily vlog on my channel. I have only done like weekend vlogs or multiple day vlogs, so this is the first official daily vlog. I am going to be running a few errands today. I thought I would take you guys along with me and then throughout my night as well. If you missed the last vlog, I did just get over having COVID. So I caught COVID on a little trip I went on, and then I was in quarantine for 8 days. I was honestly doing totally fine. I was not lonely at all, but it feels really nice to just be out of the house and into society, getting a little change of scenery, feeling the sun. I do have 2 more days before I can go back to work. My company's quarantine is 10 days, but I did test negative finally at home yesterday in the morning. So I gave it an additional day just to be on the safe side. First stop is breakfast. I have only been obviously cooking or making quick meals at home, and I'm so excited to just get a break from cooking and just be able to eat something different. So I stopped at a local bagel shop. There's like a family of 5 directly in front of me, and this camera is undeniably on my dashboard. Like there's no getting around it, and they're all staring at me, but I've just decided that I'm not gonna care. And this is probably the easiest I'm gonna have it today, considering I'm gonna bring this big camera with me into like major stores. I have an everything bagel here with a bacon, jalapeno, and cheddar cream cheese. It is one of my favorite bagel sandwiches. And then I have my little beverage from home. This is not coffee. Actually, I have not had caffeine in like 9 days since my trip when I got sick. And I think I'm gonna keep it rolling and just completely reset my caffeine tolerance. I like doing that every once in a while anyway, so this was kind of an unintentional little bonus caffeine reset. So this is actually orange juice. I had gotten orange juice delivered with my groceries last week, and I don't really drink orange juice on the regular. I just wanted it for like extra vitamin C, and now that I'm not sick anymore, I don't want it to go to waste. So I just filled up my little coffee mug with some orange juice. This family is still staring at me. It is about 10:30. All I did today was wake up, did some editing, got ready, and headed out the door. So you didn't miss much. And after I eat breakfast, we are gonna head to the car wash. My little gal was on a road trip and then parked at a very dusty campsite, and then has been sitting outside for 8 days since then. So she needs, I was gonna say R&R, but not R&R. She needs a little spa day, a little wash. So we're gonna go do that next. Oddly enough, the car wash was closed. It was like all blocked off. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I think I'll just stop by on the way home and see if it's open. Right now I'm at Amazon. I have a ton of things to return. I'm actually like hoping it's a self-service kiosk, because if not, I'm gonna feel super inconvenient and annoying. So that's just how my brain works. I'm gonna try and like organize everything nicely before I go in there. Please be self-service. Please be self-service. It's not, you guys. Oh, I think I'm gonna go peruse for a minute before I do those returns. I really never come to Whole Foods, like literally ever. That was actually pretty painless. I just gave a forewarning when I walked up. I was like, I have like 8 different labels. I'm so sorry. And she was so sweet. So it was totally fine. I don't know if the couple clips of me perusing, I think there was literally just 2 clips I recorded, are even gonna be in here, because I quickly realized that they're playing music in the background, and obviously with YouTube, copyright is like a whole other beast compared to like TikTok and Instagram. You don't really have to worry about that. So if it's like audible at all, I'm not going to put those clips in. But I did see that they sell Ultima in stores, the hydration. That's my favorite hydration pack. Those and liquid IVs are like my go-tos. That was cool to see that they sell them here. I don't really shop here, so I had no idea. And there were some flavors that I've never tried. So I have enough at home, but maybe when I'm out, I will come here and pick up some of those if I don't want to get them shipped. And then their candle section, or not candle, oh my god, soap section was like phenomenal. It smelled so good, and I was like, get out, Allie, get out while you can. We have just arrived at the motherland. I have a couple of things that I need here, and I usually don't go through the showroom area, but I'm going to, because I want to look at some drawers. I don't know what set of drawers I want to purchase. There's like 2 I'm contemplating. This is actually the desk I have in my room, just a smaller version for only $60. The one I have has the 2 drawers and it's $100. I did say in my house tour though that I had the Malm desk, actually Mickey, and I just bought from Amazon this big set of like organizational containers for the drawers, but I see that they have this instead, but I don't think I like it. At first I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this and return the other ones, but it doesn't fill up the whole space, and then I don't really like these like indents right here, but if you need this for anything else, it's kind of cool. Here's like an empty one so you can see. In my house tour, if you watch that, I was saying that I really struggled with wanting my whole place to be like that super clean, girly aesthetic vibe, and this is exactly what I meant. Maybe a little more funky and like minus the pink wall, of course, but just like the all white furniture. And this is what I meant by one day wanting my super white high-rise type apartment. Like literally this kitchen, one day I'll have a kitchen like this. What the heck? There's lights in these drawers. That is so extra, but I'm totally here for it. Even this stove is just so cute. It's only 4 burners and it's like super tiny. I think I am in love with this stove. I don't know why I'm looking in here. I'm obviously not in the market for a kitchen, but I thought this was a cabinet and it is a fridge. Way too small for me personally, but this reminds me of like a fridge that you would have in like New York City. And if someone lived in New York, they'd be like, wow, this is a decent sized fridge. I feel like this is 1000% exposure therapy for me that nobody ordered, but I heard it's beneficial, so. I've actually been looking for just a plain pitcher for water when guests come over. I don't love the cork on top, but I like that this is just a simple glass vase. I don't want to carry it around right now while recording, so hopefully this is down in the stock area. This is one of the chest of drawers that I'm considering. I don't see the other one actually here, so I need to look up why it's not in store or ask someone. I just feel like since I started content creating, I have so many extra gadgets and things, and everything's been kind of like living on my kitchen counters and on top of my desk. I don't have enough space and it's driving me crazy. So I figured if I got this next to my desk where like my Wi-Fi box currently is, I can really organize and lay everything out super nicely for like my camera, my laptop, all of my electronics. So this is option number 1, possibly the only option. I'm once again triggered that they have these inserts available that fit perfectly and are like kind of like this like softer material that's a little more safer, I guess, to like throw memory cards and batteries and stuff in. There's no price for these. I'm gonna see how much they are because I got like a 44 pack of organizers from IKEA. I mean Amazon for only like 30 bucks. But this does like fit perfectly and I doubt those other ones are gonna configure this way. I actually turned around and they're right here, $13.99, which obviously is more steep than the 40 pack I bought on Amazon, but I feel like at least one of these would be really nice for like memory cards, batteries, maybe like my camera itself would actually fit right here and I wouldn't have to worry about closing the drawer, like it knocking around and getting scuffed at all. For the sake of not being able to find them downstairs, I'm gonna take 2 with me for now.
Okay, you don't love anything? I'm gonna tell you it's almost impossible.
This is actually what I'm looking for. It is part of the Mound family, so it goes with my bedside table a little bit better. There's only 2 shallow drawers and then 4 like much larger ones than the other chests I just showed you, but the top opens up and has like a little mirror and you can stick like jewelry or valuables in there. It looks like it's like a velvet type bottom. I don't see it anywhere here, even on that little kiosk I just used, so I think I'm gonna ask somebody right now. I am now down in the warehouse section to get the drawers. I'm going with the first set of drawers that I showed you. An employee actually helped me. We looked up the drawers that I wanted, like the second pair on the website. We couldn't find it, so I was showing him on my phone and we were like both like, why isn't it coming up? And then we realized that that set of drawers is available in Singapore, which is really odd because the currency was showing in US dollars. I've landed myself before on IKEA when the price is in euros and I've obviously known I'm on the wrong site, so it both kind of threw me and the employee for a loop, like why is it showing in dollars? So that set of drawers is unavailable, so we're just gonna go with the first set. I will insert a picture of the other set that I wanted. Kind of a similar vibe, but it had 2 small, oh wait, I already showed you guys. I'm losing it, but yeah, so that was the other set. But I like these 2. I wish that the little divots where you pull out the drawer were kind of closed. I think it's more of a seamless look, but low-key I've wanted these Alex drawers for years and years, like since I swear since I was a teenager. I think they've been out that long. I just like they're that classic YouTuber like style drawers. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. I just dawned on me, how am I gonna fit it in my tiny little car? It's not that I don't think ahead, it's just that I believe in myself. So I'm gonna get this in the cart, but let me actually show you what I picked up first. So I have these 2 organizers you already saw. I have some hemming tape for my curtains. Where's the other one? Oh, right here. I have 3 packs of hemming tape for my curtains. I only need 1 because one set, basically when I hemmed it, I hadn't washed that pair yet and all the other ones had been washed. So even though I hemmed them all the same, one pair or like actually 2 sets of curtains are longer than the rest, so I need to rehem those. And then I figured it's not a bad idea to keep a couple extra on hand because I know when you wash them the hemming tape can start to like come off, so I'll have those just as backup. I thought this was so cute. It's like $2.99 for sweeping up everything on the floor. Right now I have like a huge dustpan and I do it with the broom itself, which is just like not as accurate, and I'll have to do it like 2-3 times in a row to get everything up. And this hangs oh, hello? This hangs together. It just clicks into itself, and I have little hooks in my linen closet where my broom hangs anyway, so this will be perfect right next to it. I saw these little horsey sponges that I literally have no reason for. They're like 60 cents, and I had to get me and my sister one because anytime we kind of see anything funky or funny, we'll usually get them for each other. So I would like put this in her stocking and save it for like a funny little thing, but I know she's probably watching this, so hi Ashley, this is for you. And lastly, I got this set of drawer organizers. I already have one in the top of one of my Malm chests for like socks and things like that, but I actually want this for the left side top drawer. That's the only one of my drawers in the Malm chest that aren't for clothes. It's just like a basic nightstand drawer, so I have all of my essentials there, and I want to put these in here because the organizational things I have in there right now are not as tall, and these are taller. So, and let's figure out how to get this in the cart. That's the first battle. Second battle is going to be getting it in the car. The only problem with these carts is that they roll away so easily. Maybe I should be getting this with like the loading dollies. Never underestimate yourself. That's today's lesson of the day. Let's go check out and get this big ol' box in my car, shall we? Never underestimate yourself, part 2. It is very hot outside. Just got a little water from the vending machine inside. I am parched. I guess that orange juice was not hydrating. Surprise. One thing I do know is that I will not be taking that furniture up by myself, at least not right now. With COVID, I definitely am a little bit winded and a little more short of breath. I'm gonna have to wait for some help. I don't think I'm gonna build it till Sunday. It's currently Monday, so I have some time to recruit somebody to come and help me. I might end up doing it myself, honestly. It's not crazy heavy, it's 84 pounds, but I do have like 2-ish flights of stairs that I have to get through. So I don't know, we'll see about that, but it's gonna stay in my car for now. I am now headed to the Apple store, which is a little bittersweet, to be honest. Usually, you know, a new purchase is exciting, but not this one so much. It is, but it isn't. If you've been following my other vlogs, you know that I've been having a lot of storage issues with my Mac. I feel like it's like, I think I already said this in my last vlog, but it's kind of like a conspiracy. Like, I swear once your storage fills up, just like your phone, no matter what you delete, how many files, videos, photos, you can delete thousands of things, and the next day you wake up and it's like storage full again. I swear it's just like a gimmick that once it hits full, no matter what you do, it's just gonna remain full to force you to get a new device. I even got an external hard drive and offloaded quite literally everything on my laptop. There's nothing on my desktop at all. No finished YouTube videos, no individual clips, everything's on the external hard drive, and it's to the point where it won't even let me offload one single clip from my camera to the computer, or even from the hard drive straight into iMovie. So I'm literally, the last vlog that I keep referencing in this moment, I haven't even touched or edited at all because my laptop won't allow me to. I debated just making a Genius Bar appointment and bringing it in and having them like see if there's anything they could do. However, at the end of the day, something I haven't mentioned is that it is extremely slow. It is a 2017. It only has like 256 gigabytes of storage, which is not a lot. I have to restart, pause, close iMovie like all of the time. I think at the end of the day, if I'm investing my time into YouTube and I'm committing to it, having a higher performing laptop that's not going to do that in the long run is going to save me a lot of time and probably frustration. You know, sometimes you gotta invest in a new endeavor, so let's go get a new laptop. I do think once I get there, I'm gonna switch to my phone, just because Apple, I'm gonna be working with someone one-on-one, obviously, and I was already a brave girl today, taking my camera into Whole Foods and IKEA. That was big for me. I think the consensus was you can't tell too much a difference on the phone with the camera quality, but the sound's a little off, so I apologize in advance. But let's go to Apple, and I feel like I need a little sweet treat. The last time I was at South Coast Plaza, this is not an area that I frequent at all, or like area, let alone shopping center. I never come here, but the last time I came here was to try on jeans, which was very humbling and traumatizing in and of itself. But then on the way out, I got in an accident in the parking lot. I'm gonna find some wood to knock on here, but it was not a great experience. So hopefully this one's a little bit more seamless. I actually don't know where the Apple store is, so let's see if I can even find it. And the next clip you see, I am gonna switch over to the phone.
Oh, you want to purchase a laptop?
Hi, I'm good, how are you?
Good, good. You were looking for a new MacBook?
Yes.
So we kind of, you have an idea?
4K at most, like 30-minute videos, but I'll load like 2 hours of clips into like editing software, and
For
then
30
it's
minutes,
like,
yeah, that makes sense. From here, well, actually from here on, I would look at anything higher. It is just going to make life even more easy.
all done. That was literally the fastest and most seamless process. I was in and out of there in 10 minutes flat. The employee was super helpful. We just kind of talked about the issues I'm having with my current MacBook, what my workflow is, what type of videos I edit, how much footage I'm putting into the editing software. We landed on a 14-inch MacBook Pro. I really was contemplating the 16, and he was like, just pick it up, close it and pick it up one time. Immediately was like, no, it is so huge and bulky. And he was like, that's what I tell everybody that wants a 16 is just pick it up one time and see how you feel. So that was really nice because my decision was made like 1 second flat. So we went with a 14, which is still an inch bigger than I have now, so it'll be a little bit larger. We went with the M3 Pro chip. It's like, there's like a basic chip, an M3 Pro, like an M3 Max. I went with the middle chip, which is a little bit higher in processing multiple programs at once. I don't really do that now. I just edit like in one software program. But in the future, should I integrate 1 or 2 more platforms, he said that that will have like a faster processing time than if I had the lower one. And we agreed I didn't need the highest one because that's if you're doing like Adobe and Photoshop and Final Cut Pro and all these things at the same time, and I don't think I'll ever need that for what I do. And then we were both kind of like going back and forth on if I should do the 512 gigabyte of storage or the 1 terabyte. He was like, you can definitely get away with 512, you know, just use an external hard drive, upgrade your iCloud storage if you run out of room. But I feel like I have a little bit of apprehension, as I explained to him, with the issue I'm having now. I know my current MacBook's only 256 gigabytes, but the fact that I wiped everything and it's still full, only having double that amount of storage makes me a little bit nervous. If I'm investing in something like this that I'm hopefully gonna have for a very, very long time to come, I just thought that it was worth it to go ahead and make the jump to the 1 terabyte. So MacBook Pro, 14-inch, 1 terabyte M3 Pro chip. Pretty sure that's what it is. I am feeling very good with my purchase now that I'm realizing how many problems my old one had. The battery would not last. Like, you could plug in the laptop, get it charged to 100%, and within 20 to 30 minutes, it's down to 10%. So that was obviously a struggle for me as well. I don't know why I'm sitting in this car. Like, it's literally boiling hot. Actually, what temperature is it outside? Let me see if I'm crazy. 84. I guess that's not, it could be worse, but I'm pretty hot right now. Also, it's 1:37, so definitely need to eat lunch or something. And like I said in the last clip, I really wanted a sweet treat. This is why I don't like ritzy shopping centers or malls. There is nothing in this place. I was looking for like a Cinnabon, a Mrs. Field, something, and literally it was like, meh. I went to the directory and everything. There was nothing that I even recognized. I might stop for a car wash on the way home. At this point, I have so much stuff in my car. I feel like I'm not gonna get as much of a clean as I want with all the vacuuming. I may just stop and do that on the way home from work on Wednesday when I go back to work.
Good, thank you. Thank you so much.
You too. Forgot that I had a Target pickup because I needed a gift bag and tissue paper for my little cousin's birthday this weekend. So I'll do a quick little haul once I get home, but I'm actually gonna go to Taco Bell. Thinking a Baja Blast Zero Sugar is gonna hit just right. Also, I do know that they have like some type of little cinnamon roll buns or something like that. I wanna say I've had them a long time ago. I don't quite remember them, but I was craving a cinnamon roll at the mall, which I do want to take back my comment about ritzy malls. It still kind of stands, but as I left, because I never go there, I was leaving, right? And I pulled out and across the street was like Macy's and all of those big stores. And I'm like, isn't that where I just was? I guess there's separate buildings of South Coast completely across the main street. So I was in like the littler building, but it was like a 3-story legitimate mall. So I still feel they should have had a cute little snack. But there's no saying that there is like any of those Mrs. Fields or Cinnabon stores on the other side either. So I will have to take back my statement. If you are a Taco Bell fan, what is your go-to order? My go-to order is always nacho fries. If I'm eating like regular food, nacho fries if they have them. Love a classic bean and cheese burrito, no onion. I love onions, just not in their burritos. I feel like it's all you can taste. I also love a gordita crunch, but why are they like $7 now? Can somebody explain to me what is going on with that?
Thank you.
Here they are. These are actually really, really good. I don't know how, again, I do think I've had them, but then again, maybe not, because I feel like I would remember if they were this good. I would give that like a solid 10 out of 10. Honestly, this is really, really good. Nothing hits like a Baja Blast. When they got the zero sugar, one of the best days of my life. Jaw on the floor. I was like, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. Home sweet home. Let's do a little Target haul for y'all. This is my orange juice mug from earlier. That is not part of the Target haul. I did get just a new basic black bra. Target has a lot of really great bras for those that may be bustier or plus size. I am both. So sometimes it's really hard for me to find a bra. I used to have to go to Torrid a lot or like specialty places, but I really love that a lot of places now are more size inclusive. When Target first started carrying my size, I remember it was like online only. Now I can just order for pickup or go in store, which is really, really nice. Restock on my Lysol wipes. I got the coconut ones last time and I did like them. It was a very different scent, kind of a break from the traditional cleaning scents. The only thing is I primarily use the Lysol wipes in my kitchen, especially for the counters after cooking, raw meat, etc. And the coconut was kind of like, I don't know, it was throwing me off a bit in terms of like, oh yeah, this feels like clean and sanitized. I don't know. I love using them in the bathroom or other areas, but I went back to my traditional scents for now. Lemon and lime blossom, and then crisp linen. More SGX heat protectant spray. This is my 4th or 5th time repurchasing this, at least. I absolutely love it. It smells phenomenal. I spray this all over my hair, even if I know I'm not gonna use heat. Gift bag and tissue paper for Bubba's birthday on Saturday. This is a little smaller than I thought, but I think it'll be okay. And lastly, a restock on my mini Aquaphors. If I don't have something on my lips at all time, I'm unwell. Primarily Aquaphor. Today, for example, I have had lip gloss on all day. Reapplied it a couple times after I left the house, but it's not the same. Like I was already getting very over it. My lips were feeling very dry, so the second I got home, I already put on some Aquaphor. The Aquaphor that are like in the lip gloss shape, you know what I'm talking about? Like they're actually for the lips. That is a different formula. It's not the same, feels different, smells different. I'm not a fan. So when they came out with these little tiny tubs, it was a game changer for me. That is that. I am getting more excited now to open my laptop. I was a little bitter about that purchase before I went in. I'm very excited to see how the editing process goes for me. You're probably overhearing about the laptop at this point, but it's something that I put a lot of thought into and ultimately decided was needed at the end of the day. But I'm glad I'm feeling a little bit better about it. Before I delve into the laptop though, I need to put away this stuff from Target, and then I have a ton of dishes from last night to put away from the dinner that I made. I made a pot roast last night with carrots, homemade mashed potatoes. So I have all those dishes on the counter, and then I have a full load in the dishwasher to do. So I'm going to take care of this now. Then I think I'm gonna shower. I'm at my limit. I've reached my limit of makeup for the day. I think I wanna wash my face. It's really hot out, like I said, so I feel a little just like icky from all the errands I've ran. I am chilling in my Christmas pajamas. When I pulled out my pajama drawer, I was like, oh, yep, you're coming home with me. They just look so cozy. I'm surprised I didn't reach for these last week, honestly. Just started up my Mac. I am not doing the migration where you can just like literally transfer everything from one Mac to the other, because I'm convinced that if this wasn't a scam, there's some hidden document or something I accidentally downloaded that is like 1,000,000 gigabytes taking up all my storage. So I'm going to manually transfer everything from my hard drive to the new Mac. And then I'm gonna start editing that quarantine vlog that I have not touched at all, because I do want to put that up by like Thursday if possible. So I have tonight and all day tomorrow to work on that. So I'm going to start working on this and I will check in with you later. It has been several hours. It's now 7:25. I unfortunately have locked myself out of my brand new laptop. I literally cannot remember the new password I just created. Does anybody do that? Like immediately forget? The reason I'm trying to get back into the laptop is because I'm having like this irrational fear that it didn't save my iMovie for some reason. Like I completely shut down the computer because I was done for the night, and then I'm like, what if that didn't save? So now I have to get back into the laptop anyhow, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. So I'm gonna get back into the laptop, figure out my password, and then I'm going to heat up some dinner. Dinner is served. It looked a lot more appetizing and cute last night when I laid it out all aesthetic for my video, but I promise it tastes way better than it looks. Update on the laptop, I am officially locked out for 1 hour. It's not offering me an iCloud option or any way to reset my password. I am now gonna put on a movie. I actually have not watched anything other than One Tree Hill in the last 3-ish weeks. And don't get me wrong, that's actually all I want to watch right now. That is all I want to put on the TV. However, I know that if I do that, I'm going to stay up super late like I have been. I've been staying up now on average 12 to 1 every night, and then waking up between 8 or 9 because I obviously haven't had to stick to a schedule in almost 2 weeks. But this is my last free night because come tomorrow night, I have work super early on Wednesday, and I want to make sure that I get my sleep schedule semi back on track. So I'm going to watch this movie, which is an hour and 45 minutes, and then I think I'm going to force myself to go to bed. So we'll see if I stick to that. I haven't even watched the trailer for this. It's called Love Lies Bleeding, and the reason I have not watched the trailer, which I quite literally never do, I always watch at least a third to half of the trailer depending how it's going. If it starts telling the whole story, I usually back out, and I already kind of have a vibe for if I'm gonna like it or want to watch it or not. But with this one, Kristen Stewart's in it. I am a big Kristen Stewart fan. I'm actually obsessed with her, so if she's in it, I will blindly go in it. And even if the movie's bad, I literally will still enjoy it because she's in it. And a lot of the reasons people dislike her or talk negatively about her, like her mannerisms and certain things, I actually love. I'm very excited that this movie, I have never even honestly heard of it being in production. All it says is a reclusive gym manager falls for an ambitious bodybuilder, sparkling in electric romance complicated by, and then it literally cuts off. Let's see. Okay, I'm confused. I said hit more to like continue reading, but once you hit more, it completely changes the description. So it says, in this electric love story, reclusive gym manager falls hard for Jackie, ambitious bodybuilder, headed through town to Las Vegas in pursuit of her dream. Their love ignites violence, pulling them deep into the web of Lou's criminal family. I will let you know how it is when I'm done. It's on HBO Max. I'm in bed. Don't mind my crazy hair or my DIY bangs back here if you missed it on my other platforms. I cut my own bangs recently, and it could have gone worse, but it also could have gone better. So let's just say I can't wait until my next appointment with my hairstylist. The movie just ended and I did get into bed as I promised myself. Took a little bit longer because I did take a break in the middle to try some troubleshooting with my laptop. I did not remember the password, but I was able to get in through like a reset method, which is like very hard. I almost had to like go into this box where it looks like you code things that I had to type in to reset my password. I don't know, it's very interesting that there's not just like I forgot my password option. What are my options? Give them to me. Yeah, I found that like really bizarre, but I'm glad I got in. Okay, but the movie, you guys, what a freaking ride that movie was. I really need someone that I know to watch it so I can discuss it like at length. After I finished, I went back and watched the trailer, and I do actually think it does a really good job at giving you a vibe of what the movie's like without really giving you any context, which not a lot of trailers do. So I do think it's safe to watch the full trailer. However, I don't think it gives off what an uncomfortable movie it is. Like, it was definitely made to make you feel uncomfortable, and it succeeded. The way it was filmed was just very like, you're kind of on edge the whole time, but I enjoyed it. Sometimes I don't enjoy it, depends. Like, for example, Poor Things, I couldn't even watch like 2 minutes of that movie. It was awful. But this was an uncomfortable that I liked. I was on the edge of my seat, but it is very gruesome, very gory, and don't take my word for it, of course, because Kristen's in it, so maybe my opinion's biased. But there were a lot of good actors. I liked the style that it was filmed in. I will say though, at the end, it got a little weird at the end. There was like literally a 30 to 45 second scene, almost killed the entire movie for me. I'm still trying to decide if it was like a metaphor or an exaggeration because of the state of mind somebody was in, or if it was legitimate. If it was legitimate, then that means the movie had a little bit of sci-fi at the end, but there was no sci-fi throughout it. So I'm thinking it was just, I don't know. I'm gonna Google it right now once I finish this clip. But other than that, I enjoyed it. I am going to head to bed. I'm actually pretty tired, which is working out perfectly because like I said, I've been staying up till 12 or 1 and it's, I think 10:30 and I'm really tired. So I'm gonna throw on some Gilmore Girls, of course. Hopefully you enjoyed this vlog. I feel like it was a little bit different than when I do multiple days at once. I felt a little more relaxed and not so like self-conscious about talking too much. I know many of you have already said you like the yapping, like that's what YouTube is for. But again, it's just like a transition period. But I feel myself getting more comfortable with the long form talking to you, but I feel like I'm getting my groove. And I will definitely do more daily vlogs in the future if you like them. They're a lot easier with my work schedule to fit in daily vlogs rather than multiple days. So I will see you in my next video.